We will call to order the regular board meeting for the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of Chicago. Today is December 29th, 2016, and it is 9:50 a.m. Good morning. My name is Maricel Hernandez. I'm the chairwoman. Seated to my right is Commissioner William Cressy, and to my left is Commissioner Jonathan Swain. Next on the agenda is a consideration of the agenda. Are there any changes or edits? If none, we'll go on to approval of the board of the minutes, and we actually do not have any minutes for today. So we will proceed now with the public comment section. Is there anyone here? I did not receive any public comment forms. Is there anyone here?
Yes, I would like to address the board.
Absolutely, Mr. Franklin.
I'll fill out my request form. I signed in, but I didn't realize that there was this form. If I could do this in a moment, I will. That's fine. Okay, the concern that I wanted to bring to the board's attention is twofold. One is they wanted to find out when the ballot printing date, when the ballot would be sent to the printer, and the second would be the punch numbers. Initially, when the lottery was drawn, I think Mr. Allen had stated that there would be punch numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through the whatever the last candidate is, and I think that makes logical sense. Mr. Allen mentioned at one point, I think, that there's a, in some past elections, the aldermanic candidates were listed with a 50 designation, 51, 52, 53. I don't see a need for that. There's not really anything. I think that may confuse people, and I would ask if the board, in its decision of how to make the punch numbers, would keep it simple and just say 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's, I don't think really anything else would be necessary.
Could I make a comment? It's on our website, and what's on our website stays is 1, 2, 3, 4.
It is?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's on our website.
Got it. Thank you.
And then, and you had the other question, when will the ballot be sent to the printer?
As soon as the time frame for judicial review is over, that's when we send it over.
Well, okay. I think Mr. Rescission had indicated that they would be waiting for, because today's the last day to file declarations of intent to be write-in candidates too.
Right.
And I thought he was going to be sending it over after today.
After today, we're going to send it over, but I don't want to release anything in case anything goes to judicial review, but I don't think it's going to. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we can see. But my understanding is they're going to send it over to the printer after today.
Have it.
And they may not, they'll get the proofs ready, and then depending on whether there's judicial review or not, there may have to be some changes to it. But right now, my understanding from Mr. Rescission was that he was prepared to
go over today.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your attention, and Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Is there anyone else here who is here for public comment? Okay, so our next item on the agenda is the Executive Director's Report. Mr. Goff.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to let the board members know, we have a voucher list. I just want to let you know we still are getting bills from this last election. Thanks to Peter Peso, who's overseen the books. It looks like we're going to be in decent shape. That we won't run in the red totally. As soon as we get all the bills in, we'll be able to give the board members a final number. But it's being worked on right now, and I think we'll be okay. Okay, so I just want to let you know that. The other items that we've already started working. We've got the results back from Equip for Equality on our polling place accessibility report. We're going to, staff will be reviewing it. I will give a draft to the board members as soon as we finish reviewing it. We're going to meet with 2FM, the Park District, and other agencies that have to do with municipal-owned buildings to see what we can do to make those accessible. But I'm hoping that we start a program for this year. So I My intentions are for 2018 that all of our polling places be 100% accessible. And in a city as large as we are and as old as some of our areas, it may be impossible. We're going to do everything we can to try, and I think we will be able to make it with the community group's help on this project. So I just want the board members to be aware of that. We are looking at new voting equipment. The county and the county and the Chicago board's working on having a show and tell, an invitation to all the manufacturers of voting equipment to show their wares at some times. We hope to do it we're looking for a space and hope to do it sometime in the middle of February prior to our election. But I think that would be very interesting and something that we're pushing for. So as soon as I get dates, locations, and everything put together, we will publish it in the Wall Street newspaper and in the New York Times to advertise that we are going to do this show and tell on new voting equipment. So we're going to publish that out.
And then the election administration reports?
All the election administration reports and the different publications that do with election officials, those will be published in there also. So I think we're on our way. That's part of their infrastructure. We're looking at new equipment. But that's basically where we have a lot of work, cleanup work. We were able to get out payrolls and everything, but we still have a lot of cleanup work. I know registration departments still working on 47Es, any changes, registrations that were too late. So all that's being worked on right now. So the staff will have about a good 6-7 months still of cleanup work to do, but it looks good.
Any questions? I was hoping that Ms. Bateman would be here today.
Ms. Bateman can't make it. Ms. Bateman is not leaving until April.
Oh.
I've got a letter from her, so she's turning her retirement in at the end of April.
Okay, great. Well, then I will see her again.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
And the communications director, Mr. Allen, is not here today.
No, he is not.
Okay.
He is missed, but he's not here today.
We will next proceed to old business. We just discussed very briefly infrastructure projects and changes in election administration. And in terms of electronic poll books at this time,
They're going very well. There's some additional items that we want to add to the electronic poll book, since we are able to use it as to accept signature recognition, something that we're going to look at, and we'll be talking more about that to the board.
voting equipment, we just discussed. And Mr. Scanlon, is there anything regarding legislation?
Nothing to report, Madam Chairwoman.
Okay. Under new business, we have the 2017 calendar of board meetings. Is there a motion to approve the 2017 calendar?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes and the calendar is approved. Mr. Scanlon, is there a legal report today?
Madam Chairwoman, if I could ask for a motion to recess into executive session for the purpose of discussing pending and probable or imminent litigation pursuant to Section 2C11 of the Open Meetings Act, but I will wait for that motion until the appropriate time, because I understand we have financial reports to address.
Thank you. We will proceed next to the financial reports. There is a balance sheet and voucher listing for the City of Chicago, 2016 appropriation 16-07 dated December 29, 2016, in the amount of $860,464.69. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. The second financial report is a balance sheet and voucher listings for the County of Cook 2016 appropriation 16-07 dated December 29, 2016, in the amount of $6,592,524.65. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. At this time, we will, I will entertain a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of imminent and pending litigation.
Both pending and imminent or probable litigation pursuant to section 2C11 of the Open Meetings Act.
Is there, and then which at the conclusion of the executive session, we will return into open session. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and so motion passes, and we will now enter into executive session. If you'd like to wait outside until we're done and come back in, you're most welcome. And we have returned from executive session. We are now back in open session. There was no action taken in executive session, nor is there any action needed to be taken in open session from anything that was discussed in closed session. As a result, we will go on to our next item on the agenda, which is adjournment, unless there's any further business to be taken care of. Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn to our next regularly scheduled meeting on Tuesday, January 10th, 2017?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned, and we'll see everyone in the new year. Thank you.